Welcome to Utica TV Overtime. I'm James Brown.
And I'm Corinne Bush. Before we get started, we would like to thank Spectrum for their fast internet service and for helping make Utica TV Overtime possible. To sign up for Spectrum internet or mobile service, please call 1-800-831-1547 or use the QR code shown on your screen. Tell them Utica TV sent you.
Now let's get into the action. The women's hockey team went up against Chatham University on Friday, February 2nd at 7 p.m. in a UCHC matchup at the Nexus Center. The Pioneers got things started early in this one as Emma Corbett slotted one in just under 4 minutes into the game. The Pioneers continued to put the pressure on Chatham, but they were still looking to get the offense going. Late in the first period, Erica Schaefer blasted a shot past the opposing goalie and notched her 9th goal of the season, as the Pioneers took a 2-goal lead into the second. In the second period, the Pioneers had a lone goal scored by Haley Maudlin off a power play, and the Pioneers jumped up to a 3-goal lead by the end of the second period. Ahead of the game, the Pioneers were able to smoothly claim a victory against Chatham, winning the game 5-1. The Pioneers played an offensively dominant game, outshooting Chatham 49-14 and keeping control of the game in their hands throughout.
The women's hockey team went right back in at it with a UCHC contest against Chatham University on Saturday, February 3rd. The Pioneers had plenty of chances in the first period to score, but they would be stopped by the Chatham goalie. Eventually, though, the Pioneers would get their goal thanks to Carolyn Whitney as they took a 1-goal lead into the first period. In the second period, Utica capitalized off of some penalties committed by Chatham, and they took what was once a 1-goal lead to a 4-goal lead by the 10-minute mark, with 2 goals from Carolyn Whitney and another from Haley Maudlin. By the third period, the Pioneers would have a 4-1 lead, and after more Chatham penalties, Autumn Mish, Haley Maudlin, and Maggie Rylott would connect with the back of the opposing net to take the game 7-1 and complete the season sweep against UCHC opponent Chatham University.
The men's and women's track and field teams competed in the Fast Tracks Invitational at the Hutton Dome on Saturday at 2 p.m. on February 3rd. The men's team finished second overall with 126 points, and they won 4 individual events. Tanner Warren won the 300-meter with a time of just over 36 seconds, putting him 3rd all-time in the history of the program. Hunter Logan also took first in the shot put event for the 4th time this season, continuing to dominate the event. The women's team finished first overall with 105.5 points. The women's team won 3 individual events. Riley King won the weight throw with a personal best of 14.84 meters, which puts her 5th in program history. Jane Fay also won the shot put event for the 5th time this season as well with a throw of 13 meters. Nora Devitt also took the win in the long jump with the personal best 5.38 meter leap, putting her 4th all-time in the program's history.
The Utica University gymnastics team had its inaugural home meet against Rhode Island College on Saturday, February 3rd at Mega Court. The Pioneers had a very strong showing against Rhode Island College. Alexis Castaneda had a score of 9.8 in her floor exercise, which took home 2nd for the event, and Grace Mara tied for 3rd place with a 9.75. When it came to the vault, Castellaneta and Mara both scored a 9.5, tying for 3rd place, and Haley Miller had a score of 9.375 to take 7th place. In the uneven bars, Christina Troche and Mara tied a 4th place with a score of 9.25. Mara, Castellaneta, and Madison Reed also all performed well in the beam, placing 4th, 6th, and 7th respectively. Overall, the gymnastics team lost a close contest to Rhode Island by a total of 189.875 to 184.725. And now over to Josh with the previews for what next week has to offer.
Thanks, guys. The men's hockey has 2 games against Alverna University on Friday at 7 p.m. and on Saturday at 7 p.m. as well. Last season was the first time the Pioneers faced off against Alvernia and saw the Pioneers win both games. To see your Pioneers continue their winning streak, come down to the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium this Friday and Saturday. The men's and women's track and field teams will be competing this Saturday at the CNY Valentine Alternative at 9 a.m. This event will be taking place in the Hutton Dome, so make sure to come out and support your track and field teams. The Utica women's lacrosse team will play their first exhibition match this season on Saturday, February 10th at 2 p.m. The last time the Pioneers took on Skidmore College was 2018, where the Pioneers will be defeated. So come out and compliment the field as they get their season underway. The men's lacrosse team will also get their season started on Saturday, February 10th, as they take on Herkimer County Community College in their first exhibition game. This is the first time in program's history that they are going up against the Generals. This matchup will be held at Gaetano Stadium at 1 p.m. The women's basketball team is facing off against Empire opponent Keokuk College on Monday, February 12th in a makeup game from January. The Pioneers have built up a winning streak against the Wolves and have now lost a game to them since 2003. The game will be held at Mega Court at 5:30 p.m. Come on and as your Pioneers as they continue ready for the upcoming tournament play. The men's basketball team will be taking up on Keokuk College on Saturday, February 12th in the Empire 8 matchup. The men's team, just like the women's team, has seen their fair share of success against the Wolves as they won 7 straight matchups against Keokuk College dating back to 2004. The men's team will be out to face Keokuk College on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. on Mega Court right after the end of the women's game. So make sure to support your Pioneers. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Josh. And that's all the Utica sports we have for you this week.
Be sure to follow us on social media at Utica UTV on Instagram and now TikTok, and visit our website at uticautv.org.
Thank you so much for watching, and always remember to
fear the moose.